So what I want to do this morning, and it's going to take us some time to do this because we do not have images. The one bane of radio is that we don't have images to work with. This is not like television or even now like the Internet.
Wait a minute. You don't have pictures of Atlantis and you're going to try and convince us that it's real, right? Okay.
What we do have in radio, which is why it is my favorite medium, is we have a little cherished quality of the human system, the human imagination, called imagination.
Theater of the mind, Richard.
Exactly. And with all the data that we have presented over the years, we're going to draw upon all of that this evening, in the wee hours of this morning as the Terminator sweeps westward, and we are going to limb out the most extraordinary puzzle, connecting the dots, as my friend Zoe Hieronymus said in Washington this morning. And by the end of this program, I hope that people will be intrigued. They will want to pursue the evidence we're going to lay out on the World Wide Web and Enterprise on our website. They are going to want to join us at Cape Canaveral on the 3rd of November when Yes, Ken, I have just promoted you. When engineer Ken Johnston, Jr., formerly at NASA, currently at Boeing, is going to join me for a 3-hour briefing of the public and press at Brevard County Community College on the evening of Sunday night, November 3rd, 3 days before NASA launches the next unmanned mission back to Mars. And we are going to lay out many, many pieces of this puzzle with illustrations, graphs, documents, and all the things that you can't see on radio.
All right, we are launching again to Mars. What are we launching?
We are launching on actually at 12:09, which is just after noon, on November the 6th, one day after the election, an unmanned spacecraft called Mars Global Surveyor, which is kind of like a half makeup for the missing Mars observer. This is a 2-spacecraft launch. This first one is going to carry about half of the instruments Mars Observer was going to put into orbit 2 years ago around Mars, and didn't because it disappeared a couple of days before it was supposed to get there.
Right.
In 2 years from now, in 1998, the second half of this dual mission will be launched, Mars Surveyor 2, and it will carry the other half of the instrument component into Mars orbit. In fact, I think it's going to land a rover, a mini rover on Mars, if I'm not mistaken.
So these are both rovers?
No. This mission will be orbiter only.
Orbiter,
spacecraft.
Imaging,
global climatology, weather, environment sensing, I think magnetic fields, I think the laser altimeter is flying. It's kind of hard to keep track of what instruments are on or off. But in the coming weeks, we have a year before things get really interesting because it's only leaving Wednesday the 6th. It doesn't arrive at Mars for 10 months.